We've been getting a lot of those alternate art cards as of late. From the Winged Dragon Aurora to the Mighty Thigh Magician Girl. That actually, people are calling provocative, by the way. Like, people are, the things that this Yu-Gi-Oh! Community says. And we've got this new art for Cyber Dragon Infinity coming out. So I wanted to talk about, do we think these cool alternate arts are really worth something? Or are they just another cash grab at the community? Let's dig on into this, shall we? Duel Links kind of drives the scene for a lot of these cool little reprints. And as I said, I wanted to propose the question, what value do we have of these? So on the side here, you should see the hot Thigh Dark Magician Girl. The best looking Infinity I think I've ever seen. And then we're going to, you know, you've seen the Winged Dragon Aurora. So what do I take from these? Well, I think alternate arts are awesome. I love the concept of these things in the game, but my problem here is, well, do they have enough significance to sell product? Or are we just like, hey, Duel Links called, we're going to release some alternate arts, and then, you know, the game gets the chance to kind of pull from these. Now, with the Winged Dragon Aurora, we originally saw the original art, and we were like, oh my gosh, that is awesome! You know, like, we got the chance to see another alternate art, you know, Slifer, Obelisk, the most iconic cards in the game, keep getting these updated arts. And when we saw the Winged Dragon art, we're like, oh, cool, like, sweet. And then we come to later find out that it was for a Duel Links event. Alright, so we come back here and we see the new Thigh Dark Magician Girl, and we see the new Cyber Infinity. I'm like, well, I don't think Xyz have quite found their place into Duel Links just yet. So I don't think that he is for Duel Links. But Thigh Dark Magician Girl, on the other hand, I have a composite theory here that this is another one of the pieces for a future Duel Links event that we could potentially see in the future. Now, conspiracy theory time here with MCL40. So you guys remember when they were doing all those erratas for cards, and everybody was like, they errated the Dark Magician of Chaos. It's not broken anymore. Well, I think that they've learned to stop doing that. And I think at this point in time, they're now looking at alternate arts as a new way to kind of rejuvenize things. Now, it's really weird because we always like point fingers and we're like, oh, you're running out of content. You're running out of content. Stop it. That's why we had the Stalus format for an eternity, you know, with the whole Sky Striker, the whole Thunder Dragon, and all that shenanigans there. And then we turn to the alternate arts here and we're like, are you really running out of content? Or are you just like, you know, we kind of got to reprint these cards. Maybe it's time that we give the player base a different perspective on this. So this is something that Magic the Gathering has been doing for years with the whole alternate art thing. And honestly, Pokemon does it too. Like, we've seen Molten had so many arts. It was ridiculous. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Never really delved into the whole alternate art thing. I mean, like, yeah, the gods had multiple arts. I think Dark Magician Girl pushed the bill with like 3 alternate arts. Same thing with Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and Red Eyes. But like, Sky Striker Ace Ray has 1 art. You know, like, the more... I think it's clear that like this is kind of like the first real push for a real competitive card, which is Infinity, to kind of get an alternate art. Thigh Magician Girl really isn't that competitive. The gods... I mean, that's your classic iconicness there. Like, I think that this opens up the door, though, to the possibility of alternate art prize cards. Now, remember, you have to remember that the game is driven by Konami Japan. We basically pull from what they've come up with. And, well, I think one of the coolest things they could actually do in this game would be alternate art prize cards. Come on now. You got this really cool Cyber Dragon Infinity sitting here. And I look at this art and I'm like, this should have been Imperm's art first up. But, the second thing I get out of this is you got a great prize card opportunity right here. Like, the player base is always complaining, like, I don't want the next broken crush card virus in my life. I don't need that. That's broken. It's BS that it was, $3,000. It wasn't like 3,000. It was like 2K. And it's time. But you got, like, the player base. It's like they're always pulling the hair out of their literal freaking head. Going, oh my god, this is such BS, Konami. Why is this the prize card? Why don't we have the pool of alternate arts starting now. Now, maybe you're one of those people that are like, oh yeah, cool, like, we have these cool broken cards, let's import them, alright? We get the import sooner. I agree with that. But, alternate arts are always very nice to quite have here. So, where are we going with this? Alright. My nice little thing I want to say about this is alternate arts are fantastic. Pokemon's been doing it for years. Magic's been doing it for years. I would love to see this way more in our game. Because it's very clear that they look like they're having success. Ash Blossom, Ghost Ogre, all of those alternate arts, I think those were extremely popular with the community. Now, ironically, they tested them here in the TCG first. Actually, I think that might have been a TCG move, actually, where the TCG was like, hey, we want alternate arts. We had Feet be born that day. We had a lot of things kind of come out of that. And then you trickle on over here into what we have now, and we see that Infinity's coming, Thigh Magician Girl. We have no idea when we're going to get this Winged Dragon Aram. So, it is clear later on that we could see these be imported into a dual overload base set or something like that. But I think, once again, two different markets. OCG loves this. To be fair, the Ghost Sisters are literally, they've become one of the most iconic parts of this game. Things I never thought I would say for, 1000 or for 1000. Literally, Ghost Girls are an iconic part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally, for the competitive scene, the Ghost Girls are always going to be there for that. Now, I don't know, with that being said, bring this Infinity over as a prize card. Let the community have this. As for the community and Thigh Magician Girl, I read some stuff today from people, and these are real life accounts, by the way. They were talking about how sexualized this image is, and how they're bringing dragon riding to the max, and that this image offends them. Like, this is real life, right? Like, this is what we see and deal with. Like, these are real breathing human beings. These are probably the same people that could pick up the school textbook and laugh at any line in there, take it out of context, make it perverted. I know, because I used to be one of those people. Alright, I still kind of am. You should really, you'll do anything to get through school. That's your life lesson for the day here. But outside of that, like, come on, guys. We're over-sexualizing a thigh? Oh, God. This community, some days, I don't know, man. Now, alternate arts, we do want. Black Luster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, would be hot. Alright? I think that would be so sweet. Conshark Window were great starts. Alright? You're proving to us that you know what we want. Okay? I'll be honest, I didn't actually know that I wanted alternate art cards until recently. It's kind of like you want all of this other stuff, but you can't have it. And then all of a sudden they give you this new toy and you're like, wow, I kind of want that. And so TCG, start giving us more alternate arts. I know that they're not new cards with new effects, but let's be honest here, alright? Alternate arts seem to be a nice little change of pace. And I believe from a marketing standpoint so far, they look like they've been a pretty big success for the most part. I haven't heard a lot of complaints about these, but that's what my comment section's for. So, I'm going to leave the floor with you guys here. I want to know what you guys think about reprinting cards with alternate arts. The possibility of seeing better cards with new artworks, and really what you guys think about that whole thing. So leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and of course, like the video, use the TCG Player link if you're going to order, and well guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.